What's up guys, Brad here from Piney Grove, and we're trying to get our pole barn pad level, or at least more level than what it is. We've been working on it for a while. We brought in 30 some loads of fill dirt. I actually brought in 4 more loads today with the Summit TX25 and the Summit dump trailer. But I got a little bit of slope from the road this way. I want to kind of straighten that out and then spread that fill dirt on the end because that's where it drops off and that needs to be built up. So I used the rototiller to till this up a couple days ago so it could dry, and it's a little bit crumbly now. So we're going to use the Summit box plane and try and get this thing level. This is the Summit box plane. It's got 2 modes. Right now it's set up in the box plane mode or land plane mode. And what that does is it allows the dirt to flow out the back. If you want to switch it over to the box blade mode, you pull out this pin, grab this handle, let this down, and that shuts off the gate here in the back, and now it's a regular box blade. We're going to use it in the land plane mode or the box plane mode because that dirt over there is crumbly, and I've let it dry for a couple days, and it should flow evenly out the back and give me a good even grade on the pole barn pad. I'm going to double check the grade going this way, but I'm pretty sure it needs some dirt towards the right side of the camera or my left. So it's not bad. It's about 4 inches low on this end. So what I'll do is I'll take some dirt off there. I'll go that way, and then I'll go back and forth. And then at the end, I'm gonna pack it in with the excavator. That's a little heavier than the Summit tractor. 2 things I'll say about grading. One is it's an art, and I haven't mastered it yet, and I'm not sure I ever will. It's really hard to be on top of the surface you're trying to grade and get the right slope. And when you're using a box blade or a box plane or even the back of the bucket of the tractor, sometimes you dig in more than other places, and where you think you need dirt, you might actually be moving dirt away from there if you don't have someone that's constantly checking the grade. And number 2, I don't think that you can grade well if your dirt is wet or it has too much clay content in it. I thought by tilling this a couple days ago that it would dry out, and it felt dry at the very top. But as soon as you ran over it, it compacted it, and it just wouldn't flow properly over the land plane. I went back and forth this way to try and level it this way, and I had some extra dirt down there, and I didn't want to cut that off. Well, first of all, I tried to back the box plane over it, and the hill was too steep for that, so I had to use the front of the tractor bucket to pull the dirt back towards me to make the hill lower, so then I could back the box plane over it. But let me get the level out and see what I've done here. I might have to switch to the excavator because that's heavier and the blade doesn't move as much or dig in as much, if that makes sense. I'll try and show you what I mean. All right, I got my highly scientific 12 or 14 foot 2x4 here. It's not too bad though. This is a pole barn, it's not a piano, and it's not really that bad. Let me show you what the level looks like. It's better than what it was. I'll put it to you that way. So there's a belly right here, and I could see that from the tractor that there was a little low spot here, but whenever I would get the box plane full of dirt, I tried to dump it here and it was sticking in the box plane because it's sticky dirt. But for that to be perfectly level, you need 2 or 3 inches more on that end. I just don't know that I want to bring any more dirt over here. I just feel like I've been bringing dirt over here for a very long time. Let's check it this way and see what we got. So checking the angle this way, this is way higher than that. And I knew that, but I didn't know how to fix it. So I just got to think about where the dirt has to go to fill in all the valleys, because it seems to be a lot higher on this corner. So I need to shave this corner off and fill in that little belly there. And like I said earlier, that's not easy to do because the dirt doesn't crumble out the back of the box plane. What it wants to do is get stuck in there, and then if you lift it up to drop the dirt out of it, it doesn't want to come out of it, and it ends up depositing it way down the line where you don't want it. So I think I'm going to work on it a little bit more with the box plane and then switch to the excavator. So I've been going back and forth across here. I thought I had it. I had all of the divots filled in and it was within an inch or 2, but I just broke out the tape measure and I don't have enough fill dirt. So I'm gonna go hook to the Summit dump trailer and fill that in, probably bring in 10 more loads of fill dirt And then that way I won't have to do it afterwards, because if I build the building and then try to build the dirt up to the building, that's going to be hard to do around the post and everything. And I've done that before and it's doable, but trying not to hit the post when you're grading and getting it packed correctly, it's just a little bit more difficult. Got a beautiful day out here today in North Florida, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and get more dirt and fill it in. But before I do that, I'm going to come in here with the mini excavator and back blade it and also pack it in, and then I'll just put a thin layer of dirt, and then I'll come in and dump the dirt on top of that. That excavator does such a nice job packing and grading, but it can't make up for the fact that I don't have enough dirt. But I back bladed it and pulled a little bit of dirt back here. I'm going to bring 5 loads of dirt, but I probably need 10 loads of dirt. I'm just going to keep bringing dirt and dumping it until I get tired of it. That's pretty steep coming up here. That's 3 foot or so, and that trailer had 3,000 pounds of dirt. And I wasn't sure that that Summit TX25 25 horsepower tractor could pull 3,000 pounds up that hill without spinning out. That tractor never lost traction and pulled that 3,000 pounds of dirt plus whatever the trailer weighs and dumped it there. So I brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loads in here, and I think we are now right around 50 loads of dirt. And going back several weeks, we thought that we had enough dirt on the edge of our pond in a red clay pile, and that red clay is buried underneath this brown clay. So this took way more dirt than I thought. And in the previous videos, we talked about maybe this pole barn being 12 foot longer. That would have been 4 feet, 5 feet of dirt. I don't think we had enough dirt here on Piney Grove to do that. But I'm gonna knock this down with the bucket of the tractor and then pack it in with the excavator. And this time for real, we should be done as far as hauling in dirt and getting this pad ready for the pole barn build. So remember that little belly that was right here? We pretty much got that belly out. That's perfectly level. So I know it's hitting some high spots there and there's a little bit that falls off there. But that's pretty good for a pole barn. Pretty good for me being able to do that with the tractor bucket because I'm no leveling expert. I'm gonna jump on the excavator and pack this in and back blade it, and then we're gonna call it a day and order that pole barn. I'll have to say, this is grading really nice. I've had my doubts throughout the day that I'd be able to get it, but I feel real good about this. This is what it looks like after it's all tracked in. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's put the level on it real quick and see if we got it the way we wanted it. So this would be the east wall. It's pretty even all the way across, tracked in nicely. It is 1/4 of an inch off. I'd say that's good enough, especially for me. See how it is here? About 1/4 of an inch off, whereas that side's a little bit higher than this side. That's pretty close to perfect for me. And we'll check right here. This is where that belly was. Just 1/2 an inch or so of belly. Again, about 1/4 of an inch off. So if we were to get this absolutely perfect, we'd put 1/4 inch more of dirt along this whole edge right here. But 1/4 inch is close enough and closer than I thought we'd get. I'll take it. But we sure appreciate you watching today. Until next time, y'all take care out there. And remember, life's short, tractor hard.